I use these two little plastic animals. One's a goose and one's a duck, and they both have kind of orange yellow feet and a bill, and they're both white. And so I set them down on the table and I say, so which one's the duck and which one's the goose? And they have no problem identifying them to me. So which one's the goose? Boom. Which one's the duck? Boom. Okay, can you explain to me what makes this a duck and what makes this a goose? Well, the goose is bigger. Yeah, but there's some ducks that's that size. So how are they ducks and this is but not geese? Well, and they see the difficulty in explaining that. Okay, it may seem on the surface very easy to identify, but when you get to the detail of it, it's not so simple anymore. Because you know some geese are not that big. There's a goose out there that's not that big. It's very much small, and you have some ducks that are bigger than that goose, and you have. If it's the length of the neck that makes a difference, when does it stop being a duck and starts being a goose and vice versa? If it's the size of the feet that makes a difference, at what point does that difference occur? Okay? Is it the color that makes a difference? And at what point do we move to a different shade of variation where we understand that it can never be a goose, it can never be a duck? How do we define that? And then, you know, of course, if we look hard enough, we always find exceptions to the basic rules we met out. And so all we're really doing is seeking to make a difference and divide apart instead of looking at the commonality and saying, okay, well, it doesn't really matter what's a goose and what's a duck. They all should be in the pond. They both have the same interests, so everybody should be there. And we need to protect that interest. And we need to make sure that nobody says they can't be there because they're not goose enough or duck enough. We, as a society, have always been arguing about gender. I mean, that's why we have the Equal Pay Act. That's why we have Equal Rights Act for women. That's why we have all this other stuff that we've been fighting for and continue to fight for that we still don't have. And so when you have an incongruency between genders in our society, I mean, it's only like very simple to understand. But we're going to have a problem with people trying to understand what the transgender experience is about, really. Can we all just agree that everybody has a place at the table? Can we all agree that we all just need to pee? Can we all agree we just need to work to live? Like, you know, so, you know, we get so wrapped up in what's a duck and what's a goose, we miss the whole point of the conversation.